Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and give my review on Chasing Atlanta. You know what, girl? This is my show, bro. Girl, this is my show. This is my show. This is a cute episode, long but cute. It looks like the next episode is going to be very interesting. It looks like Miss Willa. When they were trying to take Miss Willa out that door, baby, and Miss Willa's voice went by 5 octaves lower, I said, ooh, girl. All right, we're going to talk about it next week, though. Willa is my girl. I don't know how to say her. Willa is my girl. Willa is my girl. Girl, Willa is my girl. As far as I'm concerned, and whatever's going to happen next week between her and the Willa Fortune guy, girl, speaking of Willa Fortune, girl, one of y'all told me that when he said Willa Fortune, I guess he was referring to another show, reality show on YouTube that he was on. So I don't think he was actually on Willa Fortune, right? I took it as though he literally meant he was on Willa Fortune. And one of you told me, girl, no, that's not what he meant. He meant, I guess, that he was on another show. But anyways, girl, as far as I'm concerned, Willa is good in my book. Whatever's gonna happen between her and the guy next week, it's his fault. It might be Willa's fault. We'll find out next week. Anyways, so Rico and Oliver, they finished the conversation. But there's really nothing there. At this point, it just sounds like Oliver asked for Rico's opinion, and he didn't like, I guess, that Rico gave more than what he expected Rico to give. Is that what happened, basically? I asked for your opinion, but you kind of got too invested. I don't know, girl. Rico says that, Oliver is, I guess Hollywood a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think that some of the girls may be jealous of Oliver. I do. I think that from what I can remember, Rico really doesn't even know Oliver that well enough to say that he went Hollywood now. Does that make sense? Because if y'all haven't really been in communication, you only met him just last year, right? So do you really know Oliver well enough to know if he has went Hollywood or not? I think the people who's probably been in his life, probably like his mother, close friends, could say if he's changed. As far as what I've seen on television, Oliver has been the same since he first got on Chasing Atlanta up until even after, his show with T.S. Madison show. Could I see how people could think that, look, I can see how people could say that Oliver they don't like Oliver's personality, because sometimes he does give a little too much like the, hi, and it's kind of like, girl, she's so fake. But I don't get the whole Hollywood thing yet. Maybe it's something that they know that I don't know or we don't know, but I don't get like he's went Hollywood. He still seems the same to me as when he first got on Chasing Atlanta. I just think that some of the girls, again, are a tad bit envious, a tad bit jelly, right? Anyways, so you guys thought it was funny when they were play fighting. I knew they were going to be play fighting. Oliver is not the one that's going to be fighting like that, and Rico not the one that's going to be fighting like that. So even when they showed that in the trailer, I was like, oh, girl, they're probably playing. When Rico said something about his left ball, and Oliver was like, show us. Let us see. So Kendra and Wayne go to Trinity K. Bonet's house. Trinity K. Bonet, for those who don't know, she is a drag queen. He is a drag queen. He's actually in Las Vegas right now. That's why I'm really quiet as scared. When it comes to like performing, Trinity K. Bonet, now these white girls who be walking around here talking about their lip sync, no. Trinity K. Bonet is a lip sync assassin. Trinity K. Bonet can do you a nasty ballad, or she can give you an up-tempo. Okay? Trinity K. Bonet is a lip sync assassin. Now that's really part of the reason why I was trying to get to Vegas last week. This week I wanted to go. But when I go out of town, sometimes I like to go during the weekday because it's cheaper. So anyways, I wanted to go to Vegas, but the shows for the drag race show, they were canceled Monday and Tuesday. So I was like, girl, I'm not going because I think they went to the Grammys on Sunday. So I'm assuming that's probably why they canceled the shows for Monday and Tuesday. So I wanted to try to go next week, but girl, the prices went up a little bit. It's kind of out of my budget. So girl, I'm gonna wait till they go back down. But yeah, anyway, so they had a meeting at Trinity K. Bonet's home, and I think it was a trans meeting. I think everyone there was trans. The one that stood out the most was her name was Madonna Dope. She was on her bald-headed hoe. When I tell you, mama had face. I'm going to go ahead and say it, girl. A lot of them girls in that room, girl, they was passing. Girl, if I saw them walking in the grocery store, I wouldn't have thought that they was like, girl, them girls was passing. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Baby, now I'm going to tell you who's cute to me. Baby, Smiles, the trans man. I said, oh, I said, hey. I said, hey. Yeah. Anyways, the trans meeting, it was cute. Again, Madonna Dope. She was like absolutely gorgeous to me. Baby, bitch was bald-headed. Yeah, it was cute. It was cute. Did Kendra make a reference to the trans man getting a strap? She was like, "Oh, so you fine, stand up. We might have to get one of those things for you." I think she meant a strap, girl. Anyways, y'all. Aaron Thomas, he's a singer. That song that they showed him singing at the beginning it sounded like it was really, really cute. He said he was in Dallas. I guess he just moved back to Atlanta, or I don't know what. Girl, he said he was in Dallas. He was confusing me. He said something about he was in a situationship. Girl, let me just say this. It's too many girls on this show. I'm going to go ahead and say it. It's giving me very much love and hip hop. Girl, you know how they have like 8 people in the opening credits, and then all of a sudden, girl, 35 people just pop out the blue? Girl, that's what this season is giving me, girl. It's like y'all already got 8 people in the opening credits, and then, girl, now we got these random people just popping out. I guess they're friends of the show. It's so many friends of the show for me. But anyways, I think he said something about he was in a situationship, got kicked out for loving somebody. I was like, what are they talking? Okay, girl. And I watched the episode twice, and I still didn't understand how that came about. I don't know, girl. Anyways, he's a singer. Cameron made a comment. I watched every episode of Love and Hip Hop. I watched every episode of Chasing Atlanta. Cameron has a son, or did he mean gay son? He said his son passed away. Troy is booked and busy. He's hosting a pop-up shop. I was confused. Like, girl, he was holding his phone up. I guess he was just recording the conversation. It seemed a little ghetto to me, but I guess you got to do what you got to do in order to try to get the conversation, saved. But he was holding up his phone as a microphone. It is what it is. But Troy is working. He said he can always have a job. Either he painting your grandmama fingernails, girl, styling someone. He's gonna make sure he got a coin coming in. So I'm not mad at that. It looked like a really cute event. It did. I don't know who. I just know he was hosting. But it was a pop-up shop. But cute. But he also mentioned that he had been, I guess during the summer, he had been hosting a lot of events here and there. So shout out to Troy for being booked and busy. Girl, you know who? We're going to get into Cameron in a little bit. Dominique. Here comes messy Dominique. Girl, let me say Dominique is messy. But I still like Dominique. I don't care. I don't care what none of y'all say in my comment section. Girl, Dominique is all right in my book. Girl, the only one that really just got a question mark is Troy. That's the only one. He the only, because I feel like Troy be putting on for these cameras. I really do. Like putting on, I don't know, girl. It's just a question mark beside Troy. But everybody else am I right. Dominique, I don't care. We gotta be honest about Dominique though, okay? As much as I love Dominique, we're gonna be honest on my channel. Okay, Dominique is messy. Dominique is messy. I'm not mad at it because it's like, girl, you gotta have somebody gotta keep the ball rolling. You see what I'm saying? Somebody has to be the messy girl. So like somebody has to keep the mess going. So I guess that's part of Dominique's job on the show. So I'm not mad at him for being messy, but I'm gonna tell you why I'm mad at Dominique. He tells Troy about Wayne, and then he brings up Rico Cassadine, I think the new Rico of the show. And he says, girl, supposedly he heard that Rico got a bomb that he wants to drop about Dominique. Dominique said he better drop it like Baghdad. When Dominique said that, when I said I was in her hollering, girl, he better drop it like Baghdad. Anyways, Dominique is right though. You know, y'all girls are just coming into this group and y'all already coming in being messy. So he wasn't wrong about that, all right? We're going to get into, we're still going to get back into Dominique when we get to that scene. Kendra and Oliver, they have they meet up to play tennis. It was a funny scene. You know, Oliver hit the ball and hit Kenya in her titty or chest, right? Kendra was making me nervous. She kept rocking back. I mean, I know they were in a rocking chair, I guess, but she was like, girl, instead of the rocking chair rocking back and forth, she was rocking back and forth. I was like, girl, what is mama doing? They, talked about their families. Oliver really couldn't even talk about he talked about his mom in the confessional. But by the time he was about to get into what was going on with his mother, Kendra cut him off talking about, because you just never know. People think about the Instagram and they think lights, camera, action, and girl, we be going through stuff. And it's like, I love Kendra, but it's like, girl. Like I said last week, girl, Kendra, you got a whole new set of titties on your chest. Girl, I know that doesn't bring people happiness, but all I'm saying is like, you would think that would, because there are trans girls out there who wish they could get some titties. I don't know, girl. Like I said, Kendra always gives me, girl, all my life I had to fight. That's what Kendra gives me, but we love Kendra. So Dominique and his boyfriend, Ant. They have some family stuff going on. Ant's father passed away. Dominique basically said, him and his man are not even having sex. Other people basically worried about, Dominique doing this and that. But girl, like me and my man don't even really like, we can't really, do our thing because we so busy working and we got this going on and this going on. But this is the thing, right? Let me just go ahead and get into what I want to say about Dominique. Dominique claims that he has all this stuff going on, right? And how these people are going to make him spaz out. But Dominique, from what I have seen, correct me if I'm wrong, he has not communicated to anyone within this friend group, or especially, I guess, the people that, he may have an issue with about what's going on in his personal life. And then let's just call a thing a thing. As much as I love Dominique, Dominique is messy. Girl, as much as you got going on, I can't tell as much shit as you keeping up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you get, yes, I get it to a certain degree that sometimes you can still have a lot going on in your life and still be caught into some mess. But it's not like people are bringing you into the mess. You're starting a lot of this shit that's going on. Even if it's your job, you're relaying these messages, getting shit started, showing people, screenshots of other people's IG pages that have people blocked. Like, you're keeping up the shit. But then you want to sit here and talk about what's going on in your personal life and how the people, ooh, girl, my back itch. Or how the people are going to make you spaz out because, of what's going on in your personal life. But again, girl, you're keeping up the shit. Like, again, it's one thing for people to bring you into stuff and you're like, listen, I don't have no time for y'all. I got too much going on. But you can't pull I have so much going on, but then you are the messy starter of the group. Am I wrong on that? Tell me if I'm wrong. Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. But we all think we right. Hold up. Somebody's stomping through our hallways. I know that's right. I love to hear people walking when they have on a heel or something. I love to hear that noise, the clackers, like Devil Wears Prada. She called them the clackers, maybe. So Willa, girl, Willa got a fat pussy, girl. So they go to Jay. Jay has a photo shoot. Kendra says she's cool with Troy. Jay has a shoe line coming out. Girl, Willa said that, girl, them the shoes that make your feet look like Doritos. But girl, what did she say? But I'll go through it though. Girl, you want to say the girls will mess their shoes up. I mean, mess their feet up over a cute shoe. He asked the girls to be models. You know, girl, Kendra was like, "Ooh, shit!" Right. So that was cute. Rico had an event. I put Dominique as too invested for a bitch that got so much going on. Girl, if you got all this going on, girl, you're too invested in the mess. Too invested. He shows Wayne's IG page. He says he's now blocked Wayne because he doesn't want that mess on his page. Like, Dominique, you messy. Girl, because quiet as a kept, that don't have nothing to do with you. Nothing. I put they be reading Kendra. Kendra, girl, you need to check who your friends are. Because as much as we like Drew was funny too. As much as we like, Drew is not a trans girl. He identifies as a boy. You know, we call each other girl. But he identifies as a boy. He said that once he went to therapy, he thought that he was questioning his gender. But once he went to therapy, he found out that even though he feels a lot more comfortable and he comes alive when he is dressed up as Drew, that he just likes to do drag. They be reading Kendra. Kendra, girl, you need to watch who your friends are. Girl, because quiet as it's kept, Dominique ain't your friend, and Drew Friday, she ain't your friend. Why she walk on her calling you sister. Did she call Kendra Ashy in the confessional? Last week, didn't Dominique say something about why Wayne is he needs to be worried about Kendra dusty wig? Dominique was reading. For that to be your friend and for that to be your sister, girl, y'all doing a lot. Girl, y'all doing a lot. So Kendra, you might need to check your circle, sister. Okay? Me and Kendra ain't friends. So if I call Kendra Ashy, she could just get mad at me and want to whip my ass, right? I don't fight girls, but I don't fight, period. Okay? So don't nobody say nothing to me, I'm calling the cops. But girl, you see what I'm saying? Like, girl, these supposed to be your friends. So I would think that you would, girl, they call that girl Ashy, Dusty. I think he said you need to try to get Kendra the wardrobe together. He said something like that Dominique did last week. So you got Dominique last week calling the girl Dusty and girl looking a mess, basically. Now you got this week Drew Friday. Because I rewound that part at least 3 or 4 times, and I was trying to read her mouth to make sure that Ashy was coming out of her mouth. And I'm almost positive she said Ashy. Because she called Kendra Ashy. Now I understand what she said about Wayne. I thought Wayne wasn't Kendra's manager anymore. That's what I thought. But I guess he's back on the job. I don't know. But it is true. It's true. For Wayne to be Kendra's manager, I don't like the man. And this is even when it comes to the Puff Daddies and the P. Diddy's and all those. I don't like the managers. If this is supposed to, no, I guess Puff Daddy wasn't really a manager. I guess he was more so the CEO of the label, I guess. But y'all get what I'm trying to say, girl. If you're going to be the CEO, be the CEO. You want to be the CEO, the manager, and the artist, right? So I got what she was saying about Wayne playing his role. But she could have went about a better way of doing it without shade. You could shade Wayne if you want to, but girl, but quiet as it's kept in real life, even if you shade Wayne, because not only if Wayne is still Kendra's manager, that's still probably her brother too. So it's going to be hard for you to sit there and talk shit about Wayne and Kendra not be offended. So it's almost girl, even though those are 2 different people, it's still girl, you really can't. Y'all be doing a little too much. You know what I'm saying? Troy says he's having an event, an HIV awareness event. Drew lets the girls know that she's HIV positive. It wasn't this big deal. It was just like, oh, girl, I'm HIV positive, blah, blah, blah. And that's pretty much what it was. They received an invitation for the spa day from Oliver and Jay. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I was confused about where Jay came from. Because as far as from what I remember, I thought Oliver said that this was his situation. He was going to gift everybody. He was going to pay for it. And so when I saw Jay in the invitation, I was like, why is he in the invitation? So come to find out, Jay helped, pay for, not I guess, Jay helped pay for that spa day. I thought what Jay did was nice, as far as like, giving people a robe and giving people like a picture frame with a message. But quiet as this kept, I probably would have been looking like, girl, you don't even know me. Like, how you gonna give me a message? How you gonna sit here like you don't, girl, we don't even know each other. So I thought it was weird, honestly, that he has these messages and these picture frames for these people who he just met 5 minutes ago. And some of them, from what I've seen, he ain't met at all. So how are you going to give somebody a message about their life? Even if it is a positive message about, I just thought it was weird. Like, keep pushing, don't let the people, girl, what? I just met you, but thank you, I guess. Am I wrong on that? Anyways, Kendra. We're going to have to be honest. I don't like talking about the girls. But Kendra, I wanted to get, I don't know nothing about no, hey, you know what? I'm not even going to blame Kendra. I'm going to blame Willa, bitch. Because Willa, y'all know Willa's my favorite one so far. But girl, Willa, you walking around here, girl, and Willa can do hair. Because I went to her Instagram page. So Willa can do hair. So the simple thing about Willa, Willa, you saw that piece of lace hanging in the back of Kendra wig. You could have said, sister, come here, girl. Let me pick, like, pull her down. Like, you could have got a little piece of scissor, a fingernail clipper, and clip that lace off, fix it in the back, honey, girl. With that camera pan on the back of Kendra's neck, and I saw that piece of snake skin just hanging from that wig. I said, ooh. Wasn't nobody gonna tell her? Wasn't nobody gonna say, Kendra, girl, you can still see your lace in the back. You can still see that lace in the back, girl. Girl, you got Willa walking in, girl, edges laid. Girl, be careful about the company you keep. They'll have you walking outside looking like a goddamn fool. Drew Friday was hilarious to me when she was walking up that hill. Bitch, up a hill, I know you fucking lying. This is ghetto. I was like, no, that's right, girl. Atlanta is ghetto. I mean, not Atlanta is ghetto. Atlanta is hilly. I noticed that, like, when I first went to Atlanta, I was like, why is it so hilly? Like, girl, let me see, so I be seeing the girls running, exercise. I be looking at them like, bitch, girl, I know y'all strong. I know you got some good legs. I thought it was nice. Now, I thought this was nice. Because he had been around Willa before. When he presented Willa with the picture, she modeled one of his dresses, and he brought up that her grandmother had passed away. Like, that made sense to me because you have had some time, you are building, and you've talked to and been around her a couple of times, right? So it made sense. But the other stuff you just giving random people picture frames, it's kind of like, I mean, thank you, but I don't know, girl. Maybe I'm just being too negative, child. So Cameron sent a message and flowers. Girl, I don't know what Cameron's problem is. I guess it's because everybody say he ain't got no job. Cameron, girl, you don't have to keep reminding the people. Like Troy. Troy doesn't have to go around telling us he booked and busy. Girl, we looked up on this episode, Troy was at an event, hosting an event, right? With his camera. Nonetheless, he still hosted an event. So, like, Troy doesn't have to run around telling us, like, girl, I'm booked. Girl, we gonna see it. Like, Cameron, you don't have to keep telling people, I got a job, I'm making money. Girl, if you have a job, if you got something going on, we're gonna see that you have something going on. Clearly, it's a soft spot for Cameron, because that's why he always has to make it be known every episode, whether he's there or not, about him being booked and busy or about him having a job. Now, this is where I was like, girl, Jay, I thought was doing absolutely too much. Girl, you act like the message was for you. Quiet as is kept, this wasn't even your event anyways. Girl, this was Oliver. And you probably just joined in and said, oh girl, I can give you a couple $100 if you pay for it. Or whatever. But even if y'all did go in from the get-go and said, girl, let's plan an event together, blah, 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 I still don't understand why Jay was so upset. It makes Jay fake to me because you've been around Cameron. From what I can remember, Cameron was the one who introduced you to us, the viewers. And even if you and Cameron are not friends, it's hard for me to believe that at this point, and I think they have each other's telephone numbers, right? At this point, you don't have a way to get in contact with Cameron. Ike, or whatever Wheel of Fortune guy, he don't have to relay no goddamn message for Jay to Cameron. Because you have Cameron's number. So whatever you have to tell Cameron, you can literally pick up the phone right now and call him if you want to. Because I'm sure you got his number. Like, Jay was doing too much to me. Like, too much. Like, talk about somebody who just wants some camera time. That's what it was giving very much, I want some camera time. So let me go off and then let me tell you to relay this message. I'm not relaying a goddamn thing. That's when me and Jay probably would have gotten into an argument. Because first of all, I'm not relaying anything. I'm sure you have Cameron's number. So I don't have to get... Like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, he want to throw the thing in the trash, throw the flowers in the trash. Girl, the way that he was going off on Cameron, you would have sworn that him and Cameron had some type of beef. Like, that's how it was looking to me. Like, even if the stuff that he was saying was true, like, you know, girl, he can't sew, he can't do this, he can't do that, he ain't no fashion designer, blah, 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 girl, which I believe that too, right? But the way that he was going off, I would have thought that him and Cameron had some type of beef. Girl, every time we've seen you and Cameron around each other, it hasn't been anything like that. So for this to just come out of the blue, it kind of shows that you fake as fuck. Because for you to go from 0 to 100, you felt some way about Cameron this whole time. You just ain't told him shit. Does that make sense what I'm saying? You have an issue with Cameron, clearly. And you've been around Cameron numerous times. So for you to just be like, boom, boom, he this and he this and he this and he this. Girl, you need to relay this message? Girl, no, I don't. You can relay the message. Call a motherfucker right now, matter of fact, because I'm sure you got his number. Girl, I don't know. I just thought that was too much. And then he says in his confessional about the girls doing too much, just a $2.7 million house. But sweetie, you're the leader of this. You're the conductor of this train. You just cut up 5 minutes ago. Now you're surprised that the other kids are cutting up? Now, I will say this much. Even if Jay wouldn't have cut up in that house, Dominique now was still going to cut up outside, okay? So I'm not going to put that on Jay's shoulder. But girl, all I'm saying is, girl, you just cut up your damn self. But now you got something to say. Was it because y'all were outside that you were upset that they were cutting up? I don't know. I'm just like, girl. So anyways, this review is getting too long. Like one of the girls said, Cameron wasn't, like, I don't think Cameron wasn't even talking about you in a message, girl. Anyways, Dominique, he addresses Wayne, girl. He says that Wayne, I don't know, like, I feel like, listen to, okay, is Wayne a little messy? Sounds like it. We love Wayne. But you are bringing up, it does, from what they said, they say that you bringing up stuff that happened a year and a half ago. And it's like, girl, you still posting about that fight? Clearly the girls have made up. So if Troy and Kendra made up, there's really no reason to bring this up again. Now, if Troy and Kendra made up. If Kendra doesn't want to work with Troy, I completely understand that, right? Just because we made up, we making sure, girl, we good, but I don't want to do business with him. So that's not, to me, I think that you can separate the two. Did Wayne post something about Dominique? I feel like Dominique and Troy said that he did post something about Dominique. I feel like they lying because the same way that Dominique would have showed Dominique showed Troy the stuff that Wayne posted about Troy, right? I think that he would have had screenshots also of Dominique of Wayne talking about him. So it's kind of like, girl, was Wayne really talking about you? When Wayne said, why you acting like that's your man is at home, this is another situation of people just wanting to blow up, right? Don't be bringing my man up. It wasn't him bringing your man up like that. He was just saying, girl, you acting like this is your nigga when your nigga is at home. That's what Wayne was saying. But Dominique went into this whole thing about bringing up my man. Girl, I don't know, girl. It just really seemed like, girl, the girls are doing too much. I was Willa. Girl, Willa was sitting in the back, girl, perched, sitting like, girl, these girls is ghetto. Girl, clearly Willa had enough because it went off. Willa started. Even Willa was trying to tell Dominique, girl, you can have a conversation, and that's the thing. Like, wasn't nobody was trying to like. Oliver was trying to like bring it back in. Like, girl, y'all can talk, y'all can have a disagreement, but y'all don't have to do all that hollering, right? Anyways, I thought Dominique was doing too much. Girl, when Wayne was calling Dominique, you a CC. I said, what's a CC? Girl, I started thinking about an email. It was like, you a CC. Girl, he called him a clown. I said, come on, CC. So CC means cloud chaser. Wayne is right, though. Girl, if you had an issue with me, I just saw him on the 10th of last month. I said, come on, for the 10th of last month. Wayne said, I just saw you on the 10th of last month. If you had an issue with me, you should have brought it up then. Exactly. Now we got a crowd. Now you want to do all that extra. Anyways, girl, that was pretty much the end of the episode, girl. You can't take these girls nowhere, girl. They don't know how to act. All right, girl. This review was way, way longer than I expected. Y'all know I'm long-winded. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.